Hey, what's up guys? I'm Sal. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're going to be doing a pretty easy but super satisfying job on my double cab Tundra of replacing these window belt weather strip pieces. So as you probably know from the factory, they're supposed to have this black rubberized coating on it, but over time the sun just beats the living crap out of them and they end up peeling and showing the chrome underneath. So you can still buy these brand new from Toyota, new old stock. But you're talking like over $400 to do all four of them, which is mind-boggling. That is so expensive. Nowadays you can find them on Amazon. I decided to go with Rock Auto, but there's also eBay. These were about, not these, the ones I'll be putting on were about $60 shipped, and we'll be seeing how they fit up. So let's get started. Okay, we'll start with the front door, and I have the window all the way down, and we're actually going to start on the inside. So we're going to remove this little tweeter A-pillar cover here, and there's just one popper in the middle. If you have a panel removal tool, that's probably best. And you can just kind of get behind here and kind of pry the panel off, and then there's just one thing that slides in at the bottom. You can just pop this guy out, just like that. Once you got that off, you can see these 1, 2, 3 nuts that are holding on the mirror, and we'll just back those off. You don't have to take it completely off. In fact, it's probably not recommended to do that, but just enough that you can pull it off so that we can slide the weather strip out. Now for these, they'll be 10 mil, and you'll need a deep socket. At this point, you can loosen your mirror up, just kind of work its way out, and really what you're looking for is this gap at the bottom here. See that gap? That's just enough to slide this guy out. Okay, now I'll actually remove the weather stripping itself, and we'll start back here. There's like an integrated clip that we got to get removed first, and then we can work our way down the rest of it. So again, plastic panel popper is definitely your friend here. You just kind of want to get underneath and just lift straight upwards. You'll kind of hear it pop out. And you can see that you're making some headway here. Cool, once you got this back part going, you can just kind of lift up and in to try and get these clips to release. Most likely you're going to end up breaking a lot of these guys, but you can try your best. Assuming you're not going to be using this same one again, it's okay if you bend it. I know some people like to try and plasti dip or wrap these guys, at which point I'd probably be being a little bit more careful with this. There it goes. Now at this point, we can kind of slide it this way. I'm just kind of wiggling. Oh, there we go. One more clip. Slide it out. Nice. Okay, so now we can work on actually installing the new one. So this has to slide obviously back up under the mirror, and I think that's probably your best place to start, is by pulling the mirror out, getting these clips situated behind where it needs to go, and getting it slid forward. Cool. Has to go pretty far forward. I recommend using this integrated clip in the back, lining it up over the hole that it needs to go into, kind of as a reference for how far forward you need to go. So I'm looking at it right now. It needs to go actually a tiny bit more. As we slide the weather stripping forward, you can see that like metal plate there. And when I push this forward, that corner hits the metal plate and it doesn't let me go any further, but I probably need to go another 1/4 of an inch or so. So while holding out the mirror here, what you can do is bend out this weather strip. You can see just like that, and that gives you the extra little bit of clearance to push it forward. Make sure that you pull the mirror out though, because otherwise this little corner is going to dig into the weather stripping and do some damage like I already did to my own here. So pull that out, slide it forward. Using your marker in the back, get it to the perfect depth, and you can start working it down. So I gotta go a little bit further. I'm just trying to center this integrated clip into the hole here. Now, of course, to finish out the front end, don't forget to tighten up the 3 nuts, and you can slide this trim piece back in, just like that, and it clips back into place. As far as the back door, it's the same basic idea where start with prying up the integrated clip here, and then this time working backwards, just trying to pull up and kind of push to the middle there. So close. Okay, so I wiped this down, and before we install this, I want to talk about what's unique about the back ones is this little piece here. It sits on top of this other weather stripping, and at least both of mine that I got from Rock Auto, where's the camera here? You can see it came like kind of dented and stuff, and what that means is you can see how it's all like baconed on the inside. It's just plastic. And what I elected to do is just kind of bend it outwards. And all that that does is lets it sit on top of this piece a little bit cleaner. And then over time it'll, close back in. But just for the initial fitting of it, just bending this out so that it doesn't just immediately cut into it like I was doing up on the front there. So I pulled out this back metal clip from back here on the window, and just to be clear, it doesn't go in like this. That wouldn't work. It has to come in and clip into this guy up here. You can see it just slides in like that. It just clips in just like that. And that's how it's being held in place in the back. You don't have to put this whole big bottom part through this hole, because you'll see it's just way too big. It wouldn't fit. Okay, same situation back here. I'm gonna try and use this front clip as my kind of starting point for where it needs to be situated. And then I'll work backwards from there. And you can see how this sits on top of that. There's this clip here that sits into the metal one inside there. Just really what you're just trying to do is make sure all the clips are all lined up in the right spots. Cool, so this time I'm just starting right here. I'm working my way back, trying to push all these guys into place. Okay, so I just spent like 20 minutes trying to get this to look better than it does, and this is the result. Still kind of got a bit of a gap here, and unfortunately, that's just because this thing doesn't account for this little notch under the window on the double cab. You can see the thing is just perfectly straight until it gets to here, and then it does the curve, obviously. So if you buy one from Toyota, obviously it'll have this little notch in it, this little curve. But these ones, and I'm pretty sure any of the ones you buy on eBay or Amazon or Rock Auto like I did, you're not going to have it. Which I don't know why they don't design it into it. If they're copying blatantly, like why don't they just copy it correctly? But anyways, I think the best tip that I got for just trying to get these clips in would be, instead of putting the clips onto the weather strip and then trying to push it down, I just took them off the weather strip, clipped them into place already, so they were all sitting on the door, and then I pushed the weather strip down onto the clips. And at least that way you know that they're in the right spots. You're not trying to like line them up on here first ahead of time. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Up here, it's really tight, like it's not budging at all. Back here, where it is just not the right size, it feels a little bit looser. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. It doesn't move with the window. Where's my switch? Like I was a little worried it was going to pull up when the window came up, but it doesn't actually really move with the window, which is good. And then this clip back here is definitely clipped in. So for what it's worth, that one is doing a little bit back there. Well, the truck looks a lot better. Like I said before, it kind of brings back that factory fresh matte black look, base of the windows. The fronts fit really well. The weather stripping is cut like perfectly to the size of the window, and everything else clipped into place, fit nicely. The rears though, oof, definitely room for improvement here. Obviously, there's this fitment issue where they didn't copy it correctly and it's not actually the right size. But then also where it's cut out for the window, it's cut maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch too long, so it sticks out over there. And then back here, this was all dented, and it doesn't fit very well back here either. It feels like it's kind of pinching. So maybe not the best review for the ones in the back. The fronts are good, and maybe if you care a lot about this fitment, or you want it to be, you know, super perfect, if you want to save a little bit of money, you could maybe get just the fronts on Rock Auto and then spend a little bit more on the backs from Toyota. I'm considering doing that. Oh man, I can't stomach $250 for 2 Weatherstrip pieces right now, but maybe down the line a little bit. Let me know what you think about these. Do you have the Rock Auto ones? Do you have the same fitment issues as me? I'm curious if any of you guys have the ones from Amazon. Does it also not have this little jog down here? I'm assuming they're all coming from the same plant in China, but curious to hear. So that's going to do it for today, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and have a great rest of your day.